like we should do. Somebody should go out there and just chop up all of your stories.
Because we're not going to.
Yeah, I can't remember. So any listeners out there who wants to go through every single episode of the That Chapter podcast, find Keith's stories about what's going on in his house and put it into a supercut.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Compilation. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you a That Chapter hoodie.
Yeah.
But get folks at home, get a load of this. Keith's new house is, dare I say, is it haunted? Yes, it is.
It could be. Mm-hmm. So we moved into, which it is. It's a little sad moving because we moved closer to Dublin, where we've been neighbours.
Away from me, you fucking asshole!
We've been neighbours for our whole lives, and then, but hopefully
not anymore. Thanks to you.
Yeah, but the plan is you'll hopefully move out towards me again. We'll be neighbours soon again. But anyway, we got a. I guess that's enough.
Fuck you.
But
traitor.
The house, it's a house in Dublin, and it was built in the 1930s. But so we got the house, and we done the look around. But when we moved in, we properly searched the house. We went up into the attic, and up in the attic we found inscribed into the wall, into the concrete, names and dates with R.I.P. underneath it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I showed you the video of it.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe, you know what, maybe we should post the video like on the Instagram or something when I'm posting this episode of the podcast so people at home can see it, or I'll link it maybe in the description of this podcast.
That'd be good.
So people can watch it.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea, because it is pretty creepy.
Because it's two different names, and it's both the exact same date. It's like 1937.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Two separate names of two separate people, obviously, but it has dates under them, and they both. So, assuming they both died on the same day.
Apparently so.
And this is like in the concrete from 1939 in your attic. It's very, very weird.
It's fairly creepy. So far, no like ghost sightings yet.
And there's no history that you know of like a house fire or...
No, I looked. Like, I searched.
Murderers, serial killers. The house?
No, I looked around. I snooped around.
Snoop around.
Yeah, snoop around. I had a look around, and no, I didn't find anything, which is strange. So, but yeah, no ghost sightings yet. We did notice a couple of strange things, like for example, like the back door, when like we'd both be like myself and the missus.
Yeah.
We'd be
say her name and her date of birth and her social security number. Don't be shy.
So sure that like we'd lock the back door.
Yeah.
But then like we'd come down the next morning to be open. You know, and so just a little strange.
I think you're just being burgled.
Could have been like it's either burglary or it's some sort of old timey ghost.
See, you're not noticing. See, you're being burgled, but you have nothing of interest. So the burglar's just coming in. Fuck this. That's why nothing's being stolen.
Like,
yeah.
Leaving
this
stuff.
Is shite. Just leaving. Yeah, exactly. They bring your stuff. You feel sorry.
Yeah, just drop off a fiver.
Yeah, exactly.
I woke up in the middle of the night the other night.
Oh, yes. People want to hear about your haunted house, which we talked about in the, was it the New Orleans episode?
I woke up in the middle of the night the other night and I heard like a child singing. And it was like singing like Ring Around the Rosie. Terrifying. It was my daughter. But at like at 3 o'clock in the morning, that's not what you think. That's not what you go to. You think there's like a ghost singing in the middle.
Horror 101. That's was some sick shit.
Terrifying. Mm-hmm. Kids are creepy, man.
How did you stop yourself from like grabbing your baseball bat and just going like swinging for the rafters? I'd be freaking out about it.
How did I stop myself from going in and beating my child? Very easy, Mikey.
Clearly your house is haunted. Perhaps your daughter too. This is how all the movies start. Starts with the kids. They get possessed. We've seen this before. We're literally in one of those horror situations where you know what's happening, but they clearly don't know what's happening.
Maybe there'll be like a podcast in a couple of years using sound bites from this. And we're like, this is where it all began.
Fan footage, movie, Blair Witch, something. Well, the story we're telling today isn't found footage. It is the story of...
The house is like a little bit, could be potentially a little bit haunted.
Yes, your house is haunted.
Yeah, so I feel I'm kind of, if it was a movie, I feel I'm on like the build up, the ramp up to it, because like it's just little weird things are happening. Mm-hmm. So, well, this is terrifying for me because I'm terrified of moths. But I was asleep in the bed during the night last week at some point, and I woke up and I felt like a fluttering in my mouth. Oh. And I was like, what is that? I kind of woke up, and then I was like, and then a moth flew into my mouth and died.
Are you serious? That's fucking creepy as fuck.
And gross.
Yeah, that is, well, that's mostly gross. Yeah, that's really fucking weird. Are moths attracted to like bright things, so...
Yeah,
It's really fucking weird why it would go into your mouth. That is like the start of a horror movie.
It was like it's like the the Silence of the Lambs with the moth and
the Death's Head. Like you're gonna wake up tomorrow and your mouth is gonna be just full of moths and it's like crawling. That's your room will be covered. Man, that's creepy.
Like I don't know, when something dies in your mouth, you know it's gonna be a bad night.
Yeah, no, that's not. You're not up to a good start there. Was it like a big?
Yeah, it was huge.
Okay.
That's
nasty.
It was awful, and then I had to go into the bathroom. Obviously, I use like a ton of mouthwash. I brushed my teeth maybe like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah,
and then I was awake.
Yeah.
Now I'm
now your night is ruined anyway. It's like fucking moth.
Yeah. But yeah, absolutely gross, man. But yeah, it feels like it's like something weird, like the start of a weird horror movie. You know,
it's gonna start from there. It's gonna escalate from there.
And I hate moths. I
know.
But they just fly right at your face.
Yeah.
Like you know when you go into the bathroom in the middle of the night, there's a moth that's coming through the windows. Like they will hit you.
They'll go for you.
Yeah,
they want you. They're after you.
Yeah,
I know.
And actually, I have a tattoo of a moth. I don't know why.
Yeah, what the hell is that about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's like you're like Batman getting your
exactly
fear on you. Yeah, exactly. Good for you.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's cool.
Going out fighting moths at night.
Yeah, exactly. Not yet. And what about your haunted house? Hopefully I will have posted the video or a link to the video that you're gonna send me.
Yep, still a couple of. Well, I don't know. You know, there's a couple of still little strange.
We'll have to do a live episode from your house with me.
We should do it in the attic. The attic's fucking spooky as shit.
We'll do a ghost hunter episode.
I'm trying to avoid the attic. The attic's weird.
Really?
Yeah, it has a vibe.
Do you ever hear any like?
Yeah, but like the house is built in like the 1930s. You know,
Alright, so
like,
kind of everything makes that noise.
Everything makes noise. You know, everywhere you move, there's noise happening the whole time, and yeah, it's weird. But there was one. I was in my daughter's room, and there was like handprints, or there was a handprint on the window, and I was like, assumed that's probably my daughter. You know, she's hands everywhere.
Yeah.
So I went over and I was like, went to clean it, and the handprint was on the outside of the window.
Whoa, that's cool.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
She was on the second floor. It could have been a bird that flew into it, but it looked.
Well,
it looked like a bit of a hand.
Yeah,
you know?
but
It wasn't a full handprint, but it looked like a bit of a hand.
But your daughter's 3 years old now.
True. Yeah.
So was it like a big hand? Like was it like I mean her hand is quite small.
Well, it was only a portion. Like I say, it was more like like a palm print.
Okay.
You know, so I could kind of see what looked like the lines and stuff. So it kind of looked like it. But I'd say it might have been a bird. Could have been a bird. But
start taking pictures.
I tried to take a picture to send it to you because this is weird. It's really hard to get a picture of like
you
on the window.
It
just looked like I was taking a picture of a tree outside.
Okay, when more creepy shit in your house starts happening.
I hope it doesn't.
Well, I can't hope it is though. 'Cause it's fun. So it sucks for you, but it's good content. Start documenting it. Okay, like if the moth incident happens again.
Yes, yeah. That was. Well, I really, really hope that doesn't happen again. I could do without stuff dying in my mouth in the middle of the night.
Well, no, again, it's good, sir.
So come on, you gotta suck it up.
Do for the pod.
A little bit of crack.
Yeah.
So, So what's the crack? What's the crack? What are you up to?
I think my daughter might be a serial killer, so that's something.
Well, color me mother heckin' intrigued, boy.
Or like she's obviously not a serial killer, but I think like she's starting off.
She's getting there. Nice.
I was in the kitchen and just pottering away. She was in the playroom, kind of doing her own thing, playing away. And then she came into the kitchen. She called me in. She was like, Dada, she's 3 years old, by the way. She's like, Dada, I want to show you something. Like, okay.
Severed head.
So came into the room and she's like, I want to show you something. It's like, all right. So she brought me over to her Barbie Dreamhouse thing, which has like a fridge in it. And she's like, you want to see this? I was like, okay. Then she opened the fridge, and inside the fridge was a decapitated Barbie with no clothes on. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Where's the head? And then she looked me dead in the eyes and just pulled the head out of her pocket and lifted it up.
By the hair?
By the hair. I was like, you like that?
Like what you see?
She's a bit of a creep.
I think that's pretty funny, you know? Yeah. She had like a big shit-eating grin on her face the whole time.
Oh, she was delighted with herself. She thought this was the funniest thing ever. She was like cracking up laughing.
And you know what? That was pretty funny.
It was pretty funny, yeah. But you also don't want to encourage that behavior. So
I was
laughing. I was like, don't do it again.
Yeah, exactly. They're doing it. Wink, wink. Yeah. And how's the house? Well, there you go. Okay, strike 4 for your house, or perhaps even 5. I've lost count. Your daughter is turning into a killer. This is Amityville.
Yeah.
Off the bat.
I'm sleeping with one eye open, buddy.
Moths, graves in the roof.
Oh yeah, moth.
You're almost dying by your innocent game of drinking wine in the shower.
Who knew?
And now your 3-year-old daughter is becoming Damien from The Omen.
That's it. Yeah.
So,
Scary. Yeah. What's
What will
next?
happen next?
What's next?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Stay
Tune in
tuned,
next
folks.
week.
Yeah. For another story from Keith's Haunted. I haven't even been to your house yet.
I know. What is
Can you
with that,
believe
man?
this fucking cocksucker? He hasn't even taken me to his house yet.
I've invited you down loads of times.
Yeah, I know. But you haven't, you haven't invited me enough.
Actually, I have your old couch there, though.
You do?
I do.
Oh, yeah, you do. Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go. That's probably what's haunted.
So I have a part of you there, I guess.
Yeah, I do feel like I've been in your house, all right. That's probably why your house is haunted.
Yeah, can't get rid of that stain.
Yeah, and nor do I want you to. Yeah. Well, speaking of Ouija and ghosts and demons, before we finish off, Keith, have you got any more ghost stories from your haunted house that you live in?
It's actually been pretty quiet.
Really?
Surprisingly.
Well,
And you know what? This would have been the week for, like, I don't know, whatever's there in the house to kind of... Because we've been putting up our Halloween decorations and shit.
yeah. Wants to join the party?
One's join the party, exactly. And I was fully expecting, because we have all these... We got a bunch of stuff secondhand. There was someone selling them, this huge box of Halloween decorations.
Yeah.
A lot of the decorations are these things, when you walk by, it makes a noise like...
Yeah, I love those. They're really cheap shit.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
great.
So, like, this is definitely go off in the middle of the night and scare the
Yeah.
shit out of me. But so far, no, like, nothing. This would be the perfect time for the ghosts to come in and be like, I'm going to set all it off at the same time at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
But so far, nothing has happened, which is kind of nice, bit of a
Yeah.
rest. Maybe he's taking a break. Maybe he's on holidays.
Yeah, exactly. He's limbering up. He's getting ready. Well, if you really want to make a change...
getting ready for spooky season.
Exactly.
That's it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, if you want to make a change, how about you use a Ouija board in your house and see what happens? So yes, have you got any stories to add to... Take more pictures, by the way.
I will
Because
actually
I can put them in the YouTube video.
Yeah.
So for the YouTube videos are just kind of like footage I've taken and cool, creepy stuff. There's
Yeah.
not really a whole lot in them because obviously it's an audio.
Yeah.
But
You
I
know
can
what
put them actually in the...
Do you know what I should do? Because I have...
What should you do?
I have a baby monitor
You do?
for our baby.
Our baby.
Well, not our baby.
Our baby?
Well, it
Question
could be.
mark? Are we?
Yeah.
Are we?
We had a few drunken nights,
You never know. You never know.
But it's not really. It's more. We kind of cheaped out. There was a security monitor like you use for your house or your back garden that was on sale. So we used that as a baby monitor.
Okay.
So it's a proper high tech security camera.
I like how you say you cheaped out and got the better one.
Well, it was on sale.
Okay,
it was a
yeah,
really
yeah.
good deal. I'd be stupid not to.
I know, yeah. You're losing, you're making money by buying that.
Exactly.
Really.
But I should set that up in the attic.
Oh, yeah.
Like she pretty much looks after herself by now. She's grand. She doesn't need
She's fine. Don't worry about her.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good idea.
See if I can find
we
it.
should do a live episode from
the attic.
Oh, by the way, so
Very hot though.
Is it? Okay.
very warm,
Well,
yeah.
We're going into winter, so it's all good. But I do. So I don't want to mention any names. In the video I posted from Keith's attic, I blurred out the names just in case because somebody out there will be able to track it. I know people out there.
I've been trying so hard to find the names. I went to our local library and I thought they might have death records. They didn't have it. So the next step is I've been speaking to people who do genealogy and stuff. So they came back with a couple of things.
Okay.
One of them could have been possibly a 1 month old baby. I don't know.
That's even creepy if there's dead babies in your attic.
Yeah, it would be very creepy.
It would be. I think probably more creepy than if it was dead grown-ups.
Yeah, I don't think I'd enjoy that.
No.
So I'm hoping that's not the case.
But there's two.
There is two names.
Maybe there's twins. Oh, the surname is different.
The surname's different, yeah, but the date is the exact same. So my next step is I'm going to go to the local parish, and I'm going to see if they have, because it's from 1936. The house was built in the 1930s, so it's only 6 years later.
Wow.
So I don't know what happened in those 6 years, but I'm going to go to the local parish next, and I'm going to try and find out if they've death records or funeral records, or whatever, back to that date or something. Maybe I'll look up missing persons report in the local police station.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Find out who these two people buried in your attic is. Oh, so for folks who don't, Keith's, your house is attached to another house.
Yes.
So the wall where these two people are buried.
Oh, we don't know it.
Well, let's just go.
But there definitely
don't
is.
ruin it. Let's just say there.
Okay.
It makes the story so much better.
Okay.
So the wall where they're buried is the wall that you share with your neighbor.
It's small. But someone suggested, because the wall is a shared wall, but I guess it's thick enough if you want to put ashes in it or something. So there could
Baby
be
skeletons, perhaps.
I really hope it's not a baby in the wall.
I'm glad I told you this. This is going to freak you out so much more.
It's so much worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, there could be ashes, and then they kind of, because you've seen they concreted over it then. So so there's fresh concrete on the cinder blocks.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there's something, because I don't really want to go drill into my wall and then poke out my neighbor's attic.
The fact that it's so you'll see in the video on YouTube, but it's a wall, concrete blocks wall, but then there's the portion where these two names are. It's like, yeah, it's just, so almost like the blocks could have been removed and then they concreted over a hole, a gap in the wall.
Could have been, man. Could have been. We
well,
don't know.
never know.
I'm hoping to find out. So
We, myself, and the listeners are eagerly awaiting your next update of Keith's spooky house.
like, best case scenario for the podcast, there's a body in the wall. Worst case scenario for my personal life, there's a body in the wall.
Yes.
So I don't know what I want.
Well, I do know what I want, and I think I know what the listeners want too. But yeah, so no other haunted, creepy stuff going on?
I had one, not me now. So
Okay.
it was my wife. She was in the bathroom. She was in the house on her own. I was down at my parents' house with my daughter, and she was in the bathroom on her own. And it was moths again. But the moth kind of came in and just started going at her. So she was opening the window to get the moth out. But as she opened the window, fucking like 5 more moths came in.
Really?
But then the weirdest thing, the lights started flickering. So it was like she was being attacked by moths, and then the lights were flickering. So just
that is...
I mean, like, first, like, they're coming after me, but now they're coming after my family.
They're coming out, yeah, exactly.
I won't have it, Mike. I won't have it.
That's it. You can do whatever you want to me, bro, but you come after my family, you got a problem. Yeah, you can land in my mouth, the moth can die in my mouth, you can lay eggs in my mouth, you can do whatever I want to me, but
Well, I
you
mean-
come after my family, then we got a problem.
Mott, if you're listening, don't
Yeah.
do that.
Well, to get into today's episode, now
Yes.
that we've faffed about enough, today we're talking about aliens, right? And any tales of ghosts or anything from your haunted house where you currently are living?
It's been nice and quiet. It's been good. Like, there's every now and again still get the old noise that I don't know where it's coming from. It's actually, you know, I'm kind of, every time I hear a noise, because it's such an old house, the house was built in the 1930s, where I hear a noise now, and I'm hoping to God that it is a ghost, because if it's not, then it's like, that's probably going to cost me.
Yeah, something else broke.
That's money. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to spend, so always something, yeah, always fixing. Yeah.
And kids are so eager to grow up. Welcome to reality, bitch. Horror with haunted houses with spooky things. And listen, Keith's here. So speaking of haunted houses and spooky things, Keith, what's going on in your haunted house today?
So I have had a bit of not really something weird. that's
Something
happened.
weird?
Yeah. Okay, so you put up a video of the attic.
I did, yeah. Everybody, it's on That Chapter Podcast YouTube channel. Go check it out.
So the attic's always been a little strange in the house.
It is freaky.
I've been up there plenty of times. Anytime someone new comes over to the house, it's the first thing I show them. I was
Look
like,
at that!
You should check out this attic.
Yeah,
It's
you'll never
weird."
guess.
Yeah. And they love it. I've been up there like multiple times. But we don't actually use the attic. We don't have a lot of crap around the house. So
Yeah,
the
you
attic
don't
is
have a lot
still
of
like
storage.
Yeah, we just don't hang on to things. We're not very sentimental, so we haven't got a lot of stuff in the house. So the attic there's nothing up there. But today, we done a little early Christmas shopping for my daughter, so something came, but I had to hide it obviously. So I was putting it up in the attic, and when I went up to the attic, the first thing I seen was there was a slitter in the middle of the floor.
A slitter.
A slitter, yeah.
So for those of you who don't know what a slitter is, it's a ball.
It's kind of like a baseball.
It's similar to a baseball. It's what they use in a sport we have here in Ireland called hurling. It's a ball, you hit it with a hurley, and you score points with it. So but essentially it just looks like a baseball. Very similar to a baseball.
It's a super
You do not play hurling.
I do not. No. It's a super old slitter as well. Like, it's old. And what's really strange is, I said, like, I've been up there multiple times.
Yeah.
Today when I went up, it's the first thing I seen when I went up. So it's not like I was rooting around the attic.
Yeah.
And like, it was right there. Let me show you a photo.
Okay.
I took a photo of it.
So it's not like, you're rooting around through boxes and it fell. Whoa, okay. I'm looking at the photo. I'll put this in the YouTube version of this episode. Wow, that's really, really old.
Do you know what's really strange as well? So I went back and had a look at that video that you put up, and like, I really struggled. I went frame by frame trying to look for the ball.
Yeah.
Because it was where the video kind of pans over.
Okay.
The ball, now the video's a little grainy, but I can't see the ball.
Oh.
I couldn't see it. It's
That is
really
weird.
strange.
That's really
Yeah,
creepy.
I don't know, like, it's an old ball, and I swear to God, like, I know it, like, oh, it could have been there the whole time, but honestly, I took another photo of where it actually is.
Yeah.
So you can see the ball there.
Okay. So I
Yeah.
see where this is in relation to the video that's on the channel.
But that's the first thing. So I took that video as soon as I popped my head up out of the attic. So it's the first thing I seen.
Yeah.
When I went up.
That is weird. It's definitely something you would notice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly. And like, it's
Send me those
especially
pictures. I put them in the video.
Especially, it's kind of hard to tell. Well, you can kind of see it from the photo, but like, it's still a little white, the ball. So like, when I have we don't have a light in the attic, so I use a torch, and the torch kind of lit up the ball.
Right,
You know,
like-
it was nearly luminescent a little bit. So today when I seen it. So I'd never seen it before. I don't know where this
that's
ball came from. It's
bizarre.
an old ball.
And there's no like windows or anything in your attic.
No, no.
Where you could have, I don't know. Well, I mean, you would have noticed a fucking broken window in your attic.
Yeah, no window. It's like it's pitch black up there.
Is there boxes in there? Like,
There's
it
nothing
couldn't have
up there.
rolled out of something
That's it,
in
there's
the storm.
nothing up there.
It's
Nothing.
been pretty stormy lately.
There is one box up there. It's my box, and it's empty. It's a box filled with empty boxes. There was nothing in it, and I don't own a Slither. I don't know where it came from. Very, very strange.
Hearing it here first. Keith's gonna die soon. His house is haunted.
I was actually going to bring it today to show
No,
you.
don't fucking bring it to my place.
I didn't want to touch it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't touch it, man. Leave
Yeah.
it there.
Okay.
See if it moves.
Oh, okay.
Keep an
Yeah.
eye on it. Don't
Yeah,
touch
yeah.
it. See if it moves of its own volition. Haunted. Maybe that's what's causing the haunting.
That'd be weird. And I do hear things in the middle of the night. What if the ball? I mean,
Do you actually?
yeah,
I'm here. Y'all are there, and I'm here. You were there in your haunted house of all places. Keith, what new stories have you got for us?
So I have one. Me and my wife have kind of been debating about it. I'll tell you the story, and you can decide yourself.
We'll let the listeners decide.
Let the listeners decide. Okay. So we were going to bed, as we do every night, and we went in to check on our daughter, who was fast asleep. So we both walked into the room to check on her because she's been feeling a little under the weather herself lately, just, to change the season. So we went in to do was just check on her, feel the temperature, make sure she's okay. When we were leaving, I heard it sounded like a child saying mama. And it definitely wasn't our daughter because I could hear her snoring her head off. So she was still snoring, and over the snoring I heard mama. I definitely heard it. It's clear as day. My wife heard it, but she was like, I don't think it was ma. She's like, I heard something, but I don't know what it was. It's like you were right there. How'd you not hear it?
Yeah.
And she was like, I definitely heard a noise, but I don't think it was that. So she just thinks it's a noise, but I clearly hear
This is the
mama.
creepiest one yet. Keith, the baseball.
The baseball, yeah, the baseball's weird. The mama was that really caught me off. That caught my breath when I was walking out. And the worst thing is, we didn't have her bleeding camera on, so I didn't know what that was behind you there.
Yeah.
It was your wife walking into the room. This Zoom thing has thrown me through a loop. But I didn't have her baby monitor on because we were just going to bed. We were setting it up, and so I was like raging that we didn't get it on camera because then we could have put it to rest of who.
Spoke. Let's
Yeah.
put it that way.
Okay, yeah.
How are you?
Good, yeah, not too bad. The usual, working away. Oh, I had a bit of a, I won't say spooky incident, but definitely a scary incident.
The
in
haunted house strikes back.
Not, maybe it could be. You could say it's haunting, but I don't think so.
Well, you've already had baseball bats,
Baseball balls.
sorry, murdered people in your attic.
Yeah.
Ghost voices, ghost handprints, moths flying into your mouth. Shitload of shit, my friend.
Few things have happened, but
Yeah.
on this occasion,
Deserved? Yes.
oh, absolutely. Once again, this has been building up my whole life. I completely deserve everything I get.
Moths are coming home to roost.
That's it. I am the Mothman. But so I was upstairs. I was having a shower. My bathroom's on the second floor. This is relevant to the story. This isn't me
Okay.
bragging that I have a bathroom on the second floor.
Woo!
Yeah, I know.
Look at fucking Mr. Big Balls over here with his bathroom on the second floor, unlike us first
that nearly
floor
everyone
bathroom
else
people.
has in the
Yeah.
world. But so my bathroom's on the second floor, and I was having a shower, as you do, normal, wash my hair. But then I turned around, and there was a goddamn cat. I don't own a cat. There was a cat in the bathroom staring at me. It was this black cat with these bright green eyes.
What the shit?
Just on the windowsill, just staring at me.
It was outside the window.
No,
inside.
It was in the window. It came into my bathroom. It was at
Holy
the
shit.
So my shower was it's one of those bath shower things.
Yeah.
So I was standing in the bath and then looked at the end. We have this little space at the end, and it was at the end of the bath,
Wow.
just sitting there
Just
staring at
eyeballing
me
you, staring at you and your cock.
like a goddamn creep. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Wow.
Yeah. It was.
That is freaky.
It was really weird. I said I don't own a cat. Don't know where the cat came from.
Cat
but,
just gets off.
Yeah,
Just
man.
likes to get off and
Just
watching you
getting
wash.
off. But I see the cat everywhere now, so I think he's just waiting for me to strip down again.
Yeah, I know. He's
Come back for another show.
licking his chops.
Yeah. When's the next show?
Yeah. The pussy wants to see your cock.
Oi.
Hey. All right, very good. So now you got black cats attracted to you. So So for the folks at home, it's the mic zone, and Keith has been hinting at this story, and I'm very excited to hear it. He's got another good one from his house, his haunted house. So just to sum up, so far you have 2 possibly dead bodies in your attic, or at least 2 people died there, or it has 2 people's essentially homemade gravestones in your attic.
Yeah, there's names inscribed into the wall with RIP the same day, year. 1913, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, it's like almost 90 to 100 years ago is when it's believed they died. You can find no records of these people.
Can't find anything. Yep.
The neighbors have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. Nope. You did some research. You went to the library even?
I even went to the library.
You did? I went. You hid the bricks.
Yeah, I went to the library, done, the genealogy thing? Yeah, went on to that, paid for it. And tried to find
you're even putting your own money into this.
I know, right? Can't find nothing. Yeah, can't find that and about the names. So, yeah.
So that's number 1. Red flag number 1 of these 2 mysterious people who may or may not have died in the house or may or may not be buried in your attic. Then you have had just creepy shit happen in the house. For example, a moth has flown into your mouth. You've seen handprints on the windows, which may or may not be. That's kind of like an iffy one.
That's an iffy one, yeah.
You have found a baseball in this attic.
That's very
which
true.
is haunted, which just randomly appeared there one day. It looked like it's been there for a long time.
Yeah.
You heard a ghostly toddler say, "Mama."
Yep. That happened. That was very real.
Yeah. Well, you don't think that was real?
No. Beforehand it was kind of it got real for me then. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so I just want to clarify, like, you are not bullshit. Like, you're not just like, oh, this is something to talk about. Because I've asked Keith this question off mic. Is like, are you just kind of making this something for the podcast? It's like, no, this is real shit that's happening. Because Keith messages me about this, and not in relation to what we talk about on the podcast.
Yeah, like if nothing happens, then I don't bring it up because I don't control it. But, But this one particular thing, I've been dying to talk.
Exactly. So Keith had messaged me during the week saying some weird shit went down, and he wouldn't tell me because he was like, "I'll tell you on the podcast." Yeah. So now we're on the podcast.
Now I'm gonna tell it.
Okay, I'm excited.
Okay, so let me set the scene. So it was the morning time, and we were downstairs. We were getting ready to leave the house. Myself, my wife, and my daughter. And
getting ready to leave the house for like school. It was like a work day, like a Monday to Friday.
Yeah. So my wife was getting ready to go to work. I work from home, so I was just helping to get out of the house, and we were getting my daughter off to creche, or what do you call it in the States? Preschool.
Preschool, kindergarten, creche, whatever. Yeah.
So we were getting ready to leave the house. It was quite dark still because it was early morning and it's the winter, so it was dark. We were at the front door. We were kind of getting our shoes. They were getting their shoes and their coats on. Then the handle of the front door just went down slowly, and myself and my wife just looked at it and we're like, "Who's at the front door? It's really weird." So I opened the front door real quick and there was no one there. And my daughter was there, and she's like, "Oh, who's there?" And my wife, she was like, "Oh, it's just the wind." But then she looked at me and goes, "What the fuck was that?" And she's quite skeptical.
Yeah.
She's like, "What the hell was that?"
So, the door locked?
The door's locked. Yeah. But you can still move the handle open.
Right. And is it like a hard to move handle? Like, is it a heavy handle or?
So I didn't record the incident, but this is how the handle sounds. Just it's a heavy handle. So this is how you get an idea of
play it into the mic, yeah.
The weightiness of this handle.
So it's got a good latch to it.
It's got a good latch. It's heavy. It wouldn't. And when they left the house, my wife was like, "What the hell was that?" And I was like,
"Shitting yourself."
I'll tell you what it is. That's goddamn content.
I wish I'd recorded it.
Yeah. But she left, and after I was messing around with the locks, like maybe there's something wrong with the mechanism. Maybe it wasn't down properly. I messed with it for about like 15-20 minutes after, and I couldn't get it to do the same thing. But when I did open the door, what's also weird is when I did open the door and there was no one there, at the very end of our garden was that black cat again, just sitting at the end of the garden looking at us. I know what you're thinking, the cat jumped up and done the handle, but we have like a frosted glass on the front of our and I didn't see anything jump up or at the handle, so you can kind of vaguely see out the front. So we didn't see anything, we just seen and heard the handle slowly go down.
I imagine you would have heard if a cat had jumped up as well. It's not like the cat would have sat on it and slowly.
It would have been
like jumped up, like
yeah,
poof, yeah,
and it would have been a lot quicker.
Yeah,
it would have been jumped up, grab it, and kind of pull it down. Where this was a slow handle pull down.
The Keith, they're coming in.
Or leaving for work. We don't know.
Or he's out. Alright, see you later.
Bye.
Have a great day.
But yeah, no, it was freaky. Really, really strange. Really weird. And especially for my wife to get like freaked out by it.
Yeah.
Like, cause she's, like I said, she's quite skeptical with these things. And even her was like, okay, I can't explain that. That was weird. But
Wow.
very, very strange.
Yeah, that's a chilly one. That's a spook. That's a spookster.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those. It was one of those moments I could feel, they can feel the blood drain out of you.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Got the chills. Like, oh, what the hell was that?
I co-sign that to the fullest extent, my man.
very
That
scary.
sounds terrifying.
Oh man, I've been dying to tell you about that.
Okay,
all
that is a
week.
good one. Yeah, hell yeah, man. That's a good one.
I'll keep you updated. See, let you know if anything else weird happens.
I'm trying to think of what could be. No chance. It was the cat. No chance, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because I could see you can somewhat like it's frosted glass, but you can see shapes.
Yeah.
And it's where the handle is. So
Yeah.
I would have seen something, and it's a black cat, so I would have seen something black jump up at it, or as I said, it would have been a quick pull down. But no, just this slow lever going down, as if someone. That's what I genuinely thought someone on the outside was just like pulling. I think that kind of freaked me out a bit more. It's like, why is someone in our garden trying to get in this hour in the morning? You know? But yeah, very weird, very strange.
All right, well, sleep well.
Can't
There's
wait.
a lot of them. Like, this will be super long. But it'll be great. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But any spooky happenings in the house?
So I had something earlier today, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Before I came
Whoa.
down. So just not great, a little spooky. But so the hallway, it's quite a long hallway, and it's got 2 doors to the left, and then there's the door at the end into the kitchen. So I was walking down, and the 2 doors were open. And then as I was walking by, the second door closed as I walked by it.
Wow, that's
And I was
weird.
like, that's fucking weird. But I thought it might have been windows. Well, I had no windows
Probably.
open because it's freezing.
Yeah.
So I had no windows open in the house, and I tried walking by it again. I tried running by it to see
Yeah.
if it was like wind as I was going by. Nothing. It didn't close again. So
Wow.
I know somehow this door just closed behind me, which is
Jeez, like,
it was
nope.
a little eerie. No,
Yeah.
it wasn't too scary because it was like 2:00 in the afternoon. So it
Yeah.
was like, meh. But I think if it happened at 2:00 in the morning, it would be a lot scarier. But
Indeed.
yeah. So yeah, just adding on to the spookiness of the house.
Yeah,
But,
ding ding, another
yeah.
notch in your belt there of creepy shit happening
Yeah.
in your creepy house.
Yeah, hopefully something spooky happens when we're down there recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully get something good.
Yeah. I'll bring my like little night vision camera. We can go ghost hunting. We can tell spooky
Yeah.
stories. We talk about boys. Folks, I'm shocked.
So I do have one, and I legit scared the bejesus out of my wife. And
Really? So
Yeah.
I mean, the last spooky thing that happened was before Christmas. I think was the door that opened by itself.
the door slowly opening, either the ghost going out to work or coming in. We don't know.
Hey, honey, I'm
I gotta go. But yeah, this was a spooky one. So I was upstairs in the office, and my wife was downstairs in the living room just watching.
So
the
what?
TV.
Set the scene. What day of the week was it?
Tuesday, I believe.
Tuesday.
Could
Tune
be
on
Tuesday,
Tuesday. And
yeah.
what time of day?
It was late. We just put our daughter to bed, so it was after 7:30. I'd say about 8:00.
The hour of the wolf.
The hour. Is it?
I have no idea.
Let's go with that.
It sounds spooky though.
Yeah,
Come on,
it does,
we're trying to set
okay.
the scene here.
Okay,
Woo.
okay. The spooky hour of 8:00. 8,
Yeah.
8 p.m.
Keith's guys, the sand in his eyes. He's yawning. He's got his little pajamas on. He's ready to go to bed.
Got that big floppy hat.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Whatever that thing is, you're drinking hot cocoa.
Yeah, that's it. So I was upstairs in the office doing a bit of pod work, actually.
Oh, really?
Working on the podcast.
Were you researching the episode we're actually going to do right now?
I was actually, yeah. So this is the exact episode.
Folks, it's all coming full circle.
It's all come full circle.
Wow.
So I was upstairs and my wife was downstairs and she heard me call down to her. So I called out her name and she called back up like, what? And I called again and she called back like, what do you want? And then I said, come here. So she's like, went out to the stairs and she called up, what do you want? And she came up the stairs and then she came into my office. She's like, what do you want? I was like, I haven't been calling you. I swear to God. And she was like, she got really freaked out, really flustered. She was like, I swear to God, I hear you call me and you answered. So you answered
Wow.
saying, come here.
Come here.
And then she went upstairs and I was like, I did not call you.
Wow.
I've just been sitting here the whole time. I had my earphones in and I was like, I've been sitting here. I did not call you. She got really freaked out.
That is pretty freaky.
Yeah, so
Are you the ghost? Sometimes I think I can see through you, and I'm really not sure.
that's just my pale complexion.
Yeah, exactly. You just
My
blend
good
in.
Irish grey skin.
Yeah, exactly. the old moldy wallpaper texture we all have. Well, that's freaky. That's chills, babe. Chills.
It was, and yeah, as I said, like scared the bejesus over. She like no explanation for it. It's like that was really, really weird. But on the bright side, I guess it's not coming after me anymore. It's going after her.
Hey, listen, you know,
It's off my back.
ditch her. It's not your problem anymore.
Yep.
That's all I'll say.
Got that monkey ghost off my back.
That's it.
I'm
It's
my
like you
wife.
don't have to outrun the bear, you just have to outrun the other person. So it's
That's
her
it.
problem now, really. You're
Exactly,
fine,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
scot-free.
Yeah, we'll get her in the pod next time.
Yeah, exactly. She can tell the story. What's the ghost up to now? All right, that is pretty freaky.
Yeah. So I'll keep you updated. Whoever the ghost is keeps calling my wife, but
Yeah.
we'll see. I'll let you know.
How's your voice, apparently?
But it's throwing my voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very weird. Very weird. And that was the thing. She said like it sounded like you. She's like, I heard you from downstairs. You called my
Are
name.
you sure she wasn't just like listening to the podcast?
No, she was watching TV.
Ah.
Yeah. Weird. Very, very strange.
Yeah.
Very weird.
The ghost is impersonating you, taking over your life.
Yeah.
And yeah, next time it's going to be the ghost. How do I know you're not the ghost right now?
Yeah. Whoa. How do you know, Mike?
Folks, first time I've ever heard a ghost on a podcast.
I just like vanish into the mist.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool. That'd be awesome.
Well, actually, it kind of sucked because I don't have any. I'm not videotaping this.
You're on your
if this
own,
was on
baby.
video, it'd be great. Yeah. Like, fuck, guys, you just disappeared. I swear. All right, cool. That's a spooky story. I'm sure. Sorry. It's either whatever. So yeah, Keith, what's going on with you? You know, like I said last time I seen you was in your haunted house in the spooky attic. I seen the names that were carved above the thingy.
Yep.
Any spooky tales from your house though? Since because like I said, I haven't spoken to you in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, and I do have a spooky tale. to tell
Ooh.
you. Something weird happened, and it's one of those like, no, it wasn't that scary, but
Okay.
can't explain it.
Sure.
So I work from home, so I spend a lot of time like on my own in the house. So I was up working from home,
Yeah.
and my wife, my daughter, they were gone, and I have a wheelie chair that I work on, just like the chair you're on there.
Right. It's like
And-
an office desk chair or whatever.
Yeah, an office desk chair.
Yeah.
And just working away, doing my thing, and I felt my chair was pulled backwards, like a very deliberate pull back. Not far, but it was definitely like an aggressive kind of tug backwards.
Right.
And it felt like there was someone behind me that has pulled my chair back, and it kind of caught me. It was like, oh,
That's freaky.
you know,
Yeah.
it was weird. I thought it might have been like a
The
little,
wind pushed the ground.
the
man.
wind, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it might have been like maybe like a dip in the floor or something like that, where like, you know, your chair
I
might
feel
have
like
rolled
that probably
into.
would
But
have happened before if that was the case.
exactly, I've been there for like we've been in the house nearly a year now,
Yeah.
over here, and like my chair hasn't moved since the same spot. I tried to do it again to
Yeah,
find
yeah.
the dip on the floor, move my chair around, but nothing, couldn't find it again. So
Wow.
it was definitely weird. I thought like it wasn't very scary. Like, it was during the day,
Yeah.
so
yeah.
it wasn't wildly scary. It was more of an inconvenience than
Yeah,
that.
it's like, for fuck's sake,
I was like,
leave
I
me
was
alone.
right in the middle of like writing an email, and it was just,
Yeah.
it was rude more than anything.
Right. Yeah. God,
But,
that's annoying.
yeah, but very, but strange. Yeah, very
Yeah.
strange. But yeah, apart from that, no, nothing else. That's probably
Yeah.
the strangest thing that's happened since. But yeah, I'll definitely keep you updated, man. Cause
Yeah. Yeah. No. That chapter one, but it's related, so they'll come up together. Also, if you go to the That Chapter YouTube channel, my main channel, on the homepage at the bottom, I link to it. Yeah.
Somebody else, my wife, she was reading through the comments. She said that somebody said that they could hear like a child's voice, and they were like, "Oh, it must be his daughter is in the house." She wasn't in the house.
Yeah.
I thought, she like, because we went out after for a drink.
We
so
did,
I
yeah.
sent her off to the old grandparents to be babysitted. So there was no child in the house at the time. So if you hear the
I
child's
didn't
voice,
know that.
I don't know who it was. It wasn't my child.
Because I did hear some weird noises. Like, I think it's even in the video. That, like, I did hear... I mean, but again, it's like, it's an old house, you know, it could be a million different things.
Yeah, there's the normal bumps,
I would like it to be a
bumps and
ghost.
nights. Me too.
I think it would be cool.
Yeah.
Again, I've said this a million times. I would love to have a ghostly experience, but I always was like, no, it's probably a pipe or something. I wish I could be one of those guys who's like, the orbs, you know, like this fucking lame ass Zach Baggins shit, where you're like, oh, somebody's speaking to me. I feel a dark presence. And I was like, no, you fucking don't, you absolute idiot. A haunted house because you did get a Ouija board.
Did get a Ouija board. I woke up the other night, and that's the thing. I don't know if I was like still dreaming because I woke up in the middle of the night, and there was like a shadow in the room, like just kind of off to the corner a little bit, and it's like dreary-eyed and half asleep, and I kind of seen the shadow, and it moved back into the corner.
Cool.
Where the dark shadow is. So it was kind of like the shadow moved back into the shadow. And I was
Yeah,
like,
so you can see it. That's
Yeah, I was like,
that's
I
fun.
was like, what the fuck was that? It was
Yeah.
it was so weird.
Were you having your night terrors?
My night terrors, cobras. That's it.
No,
No,
I use a Simpsons reference every single time.
I use Simpson references on the daily. It's like how I communicate. But no, it wasn't, because I know that feeling when I wake up and I can't move. I woke up and seen. I was like, still bleary eyed. I took a glass of water. Like, how was that? And I kind of got up and like turned the light. Well, I didn't turn the light off because I turned the light in the hall, because if I turned the light on, my wife would kill me.
Yeah.
She's like, what are you doing? But so I turned the light in the hall just to see, and opened the light. Yeah, there was nothing nothing there, so I went back to bed then. So, but it was because I was like half asleep, half in, half out. I was like, was that a dream? Was it just a weird shadow from the curtain? The windows weren't open, so the curtain wouldn't be moving, but something, strange. But apart from that, nothing really much else. Like, I've been trying to kind of...
Has to know.
Okay.
Keith.
Yeah.
Your house.
Yeah.
Haunted.
Oh, yeah.
Are you saying that, or has something happened since I've last seen you?
Something has happened since
Okay.
I've last seen it. So 2 things have actually happened.
Oh, okay. Well, how about you do one now?
Okay.
And you can save the one for the next episode of that chapter podcast.
Okay. Good idea.
So here, folks, that's something to look forward to. Stay tuned.
Bit of a teaser.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Just something to wet your whistle. Yeah, so the first one is... So up in my office, behind me, there's a clothes rack. So
Okay.
it's an office / drawing room.
Yeah.
For our
As
clothes.
most people have them. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Storage, whatever.
Yeah,
Sure.
so where I sit, behind me, there's a clothes horse. And on the clothes horse, we have like do you know those like sock drying rack things? It's like a circle with a load of pegs.
Yes.
And you put your socks on.
I am familiar.
You're familiar. Great.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Exactly. We saved a lot of time there.
So we have that on the horse. It's just hooked onto the horse. Mm-hmm. So I was doing some podcasting work, which I usually do late at night.
Well, look at hard-working folk over here.
Hard working. And it was a small office. The window was closed. The door was closed. There's no breeze in it at all.
Uh-huh.
And I have been lately kind of within the house just getting like a sense of, like someone's watching you type thing. Every now and again, like feel like someone's watching me.
Yeah.
I just I just didn't bring you the clothes horse. So it had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. I like we went into detail of what a clothes horse is. And it's like, hey, you forget what I just told
I
you.
just thought you'd be interested. So I was sitting there and working away, and behind me, it was like as if somebody grabbed that sock drying rack and just kind of pushed it where it kind of went down the rail of the clothes horse.
Like it was, okay, like it was swinging?
It got pushed down a good foot.
Really?
Yeah, and then, because I could hear it, the rattling of the pegs on it, and
Yeah.
I looked behind me, and it had moved at least a foot from where it was originally.
Slid. Wow.
down, yeah, as if somebody, as if someone was kind of nearly walking by and bumped into it and kind of moved it down a little bit.
Huh.
Freaked me out a little bit, because I said, like,
Interesting.
no windows, the door was closed, there was no breeze, it's a small room, and the thing moved, and I could just hear the thing moving. There was no explanation for how it moved.
Right.
Very, very strange.
Let me ask you this question. You didn't get up, move it down, go sit back down at your desk, and then, it moved.
No, because, well, the thing is,
Just to be sure you didn't do it yourself.
yeah, the thing, I didn't note where exactly it was. So, but it was the fact that I could hear it. I could hear the
Little jangle,
thing.
jangle,
I
the
could hear it
plastic,
jangling. I
whatever.
could hear it slide. And when I looked around, it was kind of swaying a little bit. Wow. So
Yeah.
it was moving. It felt like something had. I've no idea. One of the things that I can't think of any other explanation of what it could be.
Have you
So
ever
a bit
thought
strange.
of putting up cameras in your house, like around the place, to just to capture anything or whatever,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
motion cameras or whatever?
Yeah, I would like to do it. I wouldn't know where to put it. Like, that's the first time something's like that has happened in the office. We've had stuff happen at like the front door area, the attic. Sometimes we hear some noise and stuff. So I don't know where it's. But I can't just deck out the house with cameras.
Sure, Paranormal Activity did it.
That's true. They did do it.
So
yeah. Why can't I do it? Actually?
Yeah, exactly. If they
should.
did it in a movie, Keith, I don't
Damn
see
it,
what your
I'm
problem.
doing it.
I hope so.
But when I was writing this, I was saying before, like I usually do like my writing late at night in my office. So I started a script for the Mothman, to get into it, really excited, going through, doing all my research. Then went to bed. Then the next day, I was going to work. I shit you not, when I came in, there was 3 dead moths on my desk.
Seriously?
I swear to God. Now, man, is this a sign from Mothman? Or... It's definitely not the fact I left my window
That's
open.
what we gotta see.
And
Yeah.
I left the hall light on.
You gotta send me pictures of this shit.
I will
in
actually.
future.
I think just I've moved them. But
You should start. Well, I hope so. You should put this on your Instagram.
I will. Okay, go. If more moths show up,
Yeah, and they will.
yeah, I'm getting warnings from Mothman. Like, how dare you speak about me? So that could be it. You never know.
Yeah.
But that definitely is it.
The fans at home want to see your pictures of your moths, so start putting those pictures on your gram.
Yeah. Okay.
For sure.
My spooky moths that are haunting me. But okay, back to the real haunting story.
Okay.
So we were getting my daughter ready for bed, and we were upstairs. And do you know what I was saying before? We had that thing with the front door where we were all standing at the hall. And
Yeah.
the handle went down. The
Right.
latch went down really slowly. So like around the front door, there's always like
Paranormal Activity.
a bit, yeah. And this is like another example of paranormal activity. We're at the door. So I was upstairs. My daughter was in the bath with my wife, and I was outside the room. I was walking down the hall, and then I heard the latch go again, the door, and then I heard like the squeak, and the door opened.
What?
So because I was on the landing on the top of the stairs, I was like, someone's at the door. I'm like, who opened the door? And so I literally, because I was already there, I turned around the stairs and I ran down the stairs, and there was no one there.
But you heard the door handle like go down and the door open?
Yeah, the door was open when I went downstairs.
Your front door was open.
Wide open. The door was closed beforehand.
I mean, most people leave their front door closed, all right.
Yeah.
Your front door was wide open?
Wide open. Yeah.
That's fucked.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And because I said to my
I don't
wife,
like that.
I said to my wife's like, the door's open. And she was like, well, go downstairs and check someone's there. Me, I went straight to ghost. She was like, there's someone in the house.
Yes, a ghost. This is cool. This rocks.
Oh my God, it has a balaclava. But yeah, I went downstairs and I had a look. Obviously, there was no one in the house. Like, but yeah, the door had just swung open and swung. And because like it's not like someone kind of went up and opened the door and ran off. Because I was at the scene so quick. I literally, because I was on the hall, turned the stairs, ran downstairs. I would have seen if someone was there. It's just another example of something I can't explain. It was very, very strange.
That's weird.
Isn't it?
Are you sure you're not bullshitting me?
I swear to God. No, we didn't have like the... to mess it up.
I did not do that. So, before we get into it, one final question. Any good ghost stories?
I do have one.
Oh, so we're in for a treat. What do you got?
It only happened today. So
It happened today? Okay.
Yeah, but not to me. It happened to my wife.
Okay.
So on the way down, she sent me a voice note because she knows I love the content.
Yeah.
She was like, it's like, it happened again. But she said that she was in the kitchen with my daughter and she heard it was like a ball bouncing.
Oh.
She said
Like that kind of dun.
Yeah, like dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
But she said it was very loud, and she like so much so that she went to the front door to make sure like no one was there, or she had to look around to see what it was, but there was nothing.
Right.
And I asked her like, did it come from upstairs or the attic, or like where?
Too
did
scared to go upstairs.
Where did it come from? But she said like it didn't really come from a particular spot. It just seemed the noise was happened within the air.
Wow.
So just this noise of a bouncing ball kind of manifested itself within the air, and she was like, it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
So very strange. So I haven't been home since this happened. So
Yeah.
because I only got the voice note on the way down. So I'll go back and I'll check the attic and see.
All right.
See if what's going on.
Yeah, well, hey, listen, you know what? In the last episode, you said screw you for being home alone after we heard the weird noise in here. The last episode was listener stories, so now you have to go home to the scary house. Enjoy. As much as I do. What I did want to ask you, though, do you have any good stories from your haunted house? Because that's what people are tuning in for. That's what they want to hear.
Here we go. Yeah, back on topic.
Yes.
Got it. And I have a doozy for you.
Oh,
So this is
hey,
actually-
finally.
This is good. This is
I fucking buried the headline there.
To me, it's like one of the scariest things that happened in the house to me to date. So it's quite
Seriously?
scary. Yeah,
All right,
it's been pretty.
folks, you
Just
locked
one of
in.
those ones that sends chills up my spine.
Okay.
So I was going up the stairs with my daughter. She was ahead of me. In case she falls, keep an eye on her. So she was going up ahead of me, and as she was going up, she kind of got a bit startled, and she was like, "Oh, whose feet are those?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Oh, they're gone." And I was like, "Where? Where'd you see those?" And she like pointed to like the middle of the landing. I was like, "What?" I was like, "What feet did you see?" And she was like, "Dark shadow feet."
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh," and she was like, "Yeah, they're gone now. I don't know where they went." I was like, "Oh, that's weird."
I don't like that at all.
Great. And it's right underneath where you get up into the attic.
Oh, I know where that
Yeah.
is. That's
Yeah,
as soon
yeah.
as you like get up into the stairs, it's kind of in
Soon
the
as you
corner.
turn- Yeah, so she was kind of going up first, so she kind of
Yeah.
her head came up onto the landing.
Yeah.
Sooner as she walked up the
Yeah,
stairs, so
where
she's
she
seen
could
it.
see it. Yeah, yeah. Oh.
And she got the what are those? Whose feet are those? And then as I got up, then there was nothing there. And she said, "Oh, they're gone now." It was
Oh,
weird.
okay, that is creepy.
Yeah. So she's seen some dark shadow feet. Yeah.
Okay,
weird.
folks. Right, we got feet, we got moths, we got strange noises.
Don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But okay, back to
Yes,
back
haunted
to
house
spooky.
story.
Okay, the story I'm about to say. So it's very similar to what happened beforehand. So remember I told you before that my wife heard like a noise in the house.
Yeah, that was the last episode, right? Oh no, it was the one before that. The last one that happened in your scary house was you going up the stairs and your daughter seeing feet.
The dark shadow feet.
Shadow feet,
Yeah.
yes.
So on this occasion, so I was upstairs and I could hear my wife downstairs, and she goes, "Yeah, yeah, what is it? What?" And I thought she was on the phone for a second, and I was like, "No, she's talking to me." I went downstairs and I was like, "Are you talking to me?" And she was like, yeah, you were calling me." I was like, "I wasn't calling you." And she said like she could hear as clear as day, like it sounded like my voice
Calling her name.
calling her name.
Whoa.
And like we weren't that far away from each other. Like
Yeah.
the bed, like where I am, the bedroom, and you go down the stairs, and the front room was just there. We're about I don't know, like 20 foot away.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear a thing.
Weird.
But she heard as clear as day my voice calling her name twice, which is and that's the second time that's happened.
Yeah.
So very, very strange, very weird. So that was the other weird thing that happened in the house. Yeah. So
Well,
yeah.
you know.
So I'm looking forward to spooky season
It's
coming back.
spooky
It's
season.
starting to ramp up again. So.
Yeah, I just watched Poltergeist. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
they're here in your...
So I don't know if this is ghost related. It's definitely something weird that happened in the house though.
Okay.
And I can't explain it. Okay, so I'll tell you, and you can let me know. It could be ghost activity. I don't know.
Okay,
But
so this has happened multiple times or just once?
just once, just really, really weird. So it was just myself and my wife that were in the house, and we were there all morning. And then around like the afternoon, my wife, she came out of the bathroom. She's like, "Did you cut yourself?" I was like, "No."
Cut yourself.
Yeah, I was like, "No, I'm fine." And she's like, "Okay." It's like there's like a fingerprint of blood on the wall
What?
in our bathroom.
Okay.
And then she was like, I was like, "Oh, maybe it's like old or whatever." And she was like, "No, I wiped it up and it was wet. It was like fresh."
Oh.
And I was like, we were the only ones in the house the whole day. We were like, I was looking, I was like, maybe I did cut myself. I didn't really realize.
Yeah.
But like, no, nothing. She was the same, nothing. Very, very weird. And it was just, I took a photo.
Okay.
So this is the photo.
Okay, well, it wouldn't have been your daughter.
She wasn't in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was in, she was in creche for the day, and we were like both work from home. But yeah, so this is.
Whoa. This
so
seems like an escalation of horror shit.
it's weird.
I mean,
I don't know if this has gone beyond ghosts. This is gonna get real now.
well, see, the thing is, what did we say? It's like the ghost activity seems to be bigging up in autumn and winter and the
Yeah,
darker
yeah,
months. You know, you said summer was quiet.
Yep.
Can I see?
Yeah. Here you go. So here's a photo.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
very red, and that is blood.
Yeah, and there was like a drop,
drop.
down, and like I did initially thought I was like, okay, maybe it was.
Wait, so that's the floor. It's tile.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually don't think I'll be able to put it in the video because it's blood. YouTube
Oh,
sucks,
okay.
by the way, for
Yeah,
the people
yeah.
at home who know that YouTube
Right.
blocks and will
Yeah.
delete your video if there's even a hint of blood in it or anything.
But yeah, so there's like this sort of fingerprint
There
thing
is.
in the wall, and then it was like, yeah, there's a drop on the ground.
Yeah.
And I thought initially I was like, oh, maybe there's like a mouse or something
That's
like that.
that's literally what I was going to say.
I searched like if it was a mouse with that amount of blood came out, there would have been drops of blood somewhere else.
Yeah.
I spent ages on the floor looking around for something else, and especially in our bathroom where it is there's no little crevices or holes or anything. And I know mice can get in like really
Yeah.
small things, but there's nowhere for it to go. And my office is right across from the bathroom as well, like and like I didn't see anything.
So for the folks at home, it's your skirting in your bathroom. Is that
Yeah.
that's the white,
Yeah,
the white
yeah.
skirting. You
Yeah.
know, and there's like kind of like a thumbprint with blood on it, and the blood's like kind of sort of dripping down, but then below that, like on the ground, is a droplet of blood, like a circular droplet of dark blood.
And that was fresh when it was wiped
Yeah.
up. Like it was wet.
Your wife took this picture before she wiped it.
Just before she wiped it, she wiped it. Yeah, or she took a photo and wiped it.
Freaky. It must have been an animal or something. That's the only thing I could think of.
That's exactly like that's what I was thinking. It's like it had to be an animal, but like and I searched everywhere because like I was like, oh no, mice. And then but I literally looked everywhere. There was like that's a good chunk of blood. It's like there must have been trails of blood, drops of blood
would've-
somewhere else.
Yeah.
I looked everywhere. I was on my hands and knees, like kind of wiping the floor. So I was like,
Yeah.
where is it? I couldn't find it anywhere
I would
else.
put a mouse trap in the room just to be
Yeah, okay.
so you know,
yeah,
but or you can just pretend it's a ghost.
yeah. We'll just say it's ghost. Yeah.
Okay, it's a ghost.
Very
Keep getting
spooky.
pretend a ghost.
I got a ghost cut himself. Oh no! Just in there, bathroom shaving. Oh shit! Nicked myself.
All right, folks. So today, now it is time. We got movies. We got a bloody ghost. I have seen each other and spoken. Any ghostly hauntings now that the hours getting late?
Nothing ghostly, but I had a bit of an incident the other night. So my wife woke up at about 3-4 in the morning, and she woke me up, and she was like, "Someone's at the door." And I was like, "What?" It's like I hear someone. They're at the door.
Like knocking?
It was like I think she heard like someone like rummaging at the door, like the handle or something. Like
Yeah.
it sounded like they were inside the house.
Ooh,
I was like, "Oh, fuck."
that's creepy.
And she's like, I'm gonna need you to go downstairs. And I was like,
You go
What?
downstairs.
to do what? like a recon mission? Do I go down and observe and
You gotta
report?
go down like a tier 1 operator, much like I would. Clearing the rooms.
Right, I mean, but
Delta Force
like, what
needs to
is-
be in your brain.
But what is the expectation there?
Clear
like,
your
has this
corners or
happened to you?
something.
Has this ever happened to you with your wife? Where it's like, I hear something, you need to go check it out.
Yeah, and I send her.
What is? Yeah.
That's exactly what happens.
What is it? Like, do I go down and go, oh, okay, yeah, there's someone down there, and then come back up? And
Yeah,
then
exactly.
then
Yep,
we call
you're
someone?
right, yeah.
Or is the expectation I need to go down, like, I need to fight someone now?
Well, you just want to go down to make sure that there is actually somebody there, and maybe just go. Whoa,
Yeah,
hopefully
yeah.
that will scare him away.
Okay. Yeah, because I woke up and it was basically, hey, Kate, are you awake? Yeah. You're going to need to go downstairs and fight someone. It's like, what?
Okay.
So I got up all drowsy and all. It was about 3-4 in the morning and went downstairs. And it was only when I was downstairs I realised the gravity of the situation. I was in my boxers, I forgot my glasses. I was very vulnerable. I couldn't see and I was very naked. Anyway, there was no one down there. Long story short.
Okay.
But but she was hearing stuff down, the kind of rummaging at the door in the middle of the night. So bit
That is
strange.
weird. It was
Yeah.
probably the cat, Salem or whatever.
The cat, it's not in the house though.
Maybe he was like jumping on the locker.
Could have been. Could have
I
been.
don't know.
Yeah, could have been.
There's a lot of weird things in your house, Keith. I feel like the ghost activity will only increase.
As
moving forward.
As the veil gets thinner, as we get closer to Halloween.
Ooh, yes,
Ooh,
and
who knows?
indeed, Keith, once again, your choice of words is impeccable. You have any ghostly tales? You do.
I
Oh,
do,
He
I
gives me
do.
a sly nod, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's a good one as well.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty.
Oh shit.
It was.
Okay.
It's pretty creepy. It was like a couple of days before Halloween, and my wife was out, so it was just me and my daughter in the house. We were sitting in the sitting room, just watching a bit of TV.
Yeah.
It was the middle of the day, so it wasn't spooky or anything. But the door to our sitting room was closed.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, the handle just started going up and down really fast.
Are you serious?
Yeah, really, really fast. And I was kind of looking at it, and my daughter was like, "Who is that?" I was like, "Oh, it's just the wind." When all the windows were closed, so I was like, "Oh, I'll go check." And it was shaking. It was only when I stood up it stopped. And then I went to the door and I opened it, and there was like nothing behind it.
Whoa.
And I was like, that was really weird. And then like I closed again, and then because if it had been wind, we were in the living room then for like a good like hour then after, and it didn't move again.
I mean,
But
I don't
it
know
was,
how strong the wind would be to like move door handles. Like door handles are heavy enough.
Because
The
it
springs
wasn't
in.
it wasn't the door shaking. The door wasn't moving. It was the handle violently going up and down really quickly.
Whoa.
It was really weird.
Heck, if you didn't tell me, you should have told me this the instant it happened.
I save for every time I do it though. You're like, save for the pod. Keith."
That's true. Actually, yeah. I like to get my real reaction. Okay, fair enough. That explains it. Well, next time videotape it or something. Put it on the Instagram.
Yeah, okay. It was really weird. Like it really caught me off guard.
Yeah.
Like it was one of those ones where it happened and like I could feel the blood draining from my face, but like, oh, you know, like you know,
Yeah.
you can feel like the
Yeah.
tingling in my
Your
spine.
balls.
Oh yeah, big time. But you have to be like, my daughter's like, what is that? I was like, oh, it's just
Yeah.
the wind. It's
No,
fine.
Yeah.
It's grand.
Why don't you go check it out?
yeah. Pop up there, have a look.
Wow, man, that's creepy.
It was
'cause
really weird.
It's
Yeah.
been a while. Well, we've noticed, you know, I'm sure the folks at home, the fans have too, is that, well, you know what, so you got your wife and your daughter and the ghost, of course. What are you going to get the ghost for Christmas?
Do you want to hear a ghost story?
Have you got one?
I do.
Okay, the ghost stories are getting creepy again.
Yeah.
As we get into the dark, the hour of the wolf, the spooky nights.
Mm-hmm.
So, folks at home will remember a couple of weeks ago, your door was violently shaking.
The door handle.
The door handle was
Yeah.
violently shaking.
Yeah, the door itself wasn't really going anywhere. So
Yeah.
that's why it wasn't wind. It was the door handle was going up and down.
That's
really
what's
quickly.
weird, because usually if you press the door handle, you're kind of going to be forcing the door. Like you'll hear a little kind of, you know, it's like,
Yeah. No, the door handle was going up and down.
damn, dude.
Yeah, that was weird. But this one's really creepy. So do you remember a while back when I was saying that my wife twice now heard me calling her name?
Yes.
And then she came up and she was like, what do you want? And I was like, I wasn't calling you.
Yeah.
I said, I definitely heard you calling my name. So I had an experience. So I was in the house and I heard my daughter. And she was kind of, happened really quickly where it was her kind of playing really loud and then called my name. And then I was like, oh, because I was pottering around the house, I was busy. I was like, oh, what does she need? And I went to go, and then very quickly, I was like, oh my God, my daughter's not in the house.
Whoa.
She was in creche, like.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, she's not here. And then when I kind of realized it, it stopped. It was just dead silent. But honest to God, I heard her voice. It was her voice. It was definitely my child's voice.
Whoa.
Calling out my name. And beforehand, just that like little bit of playing beforehand.
Yeah.
Very weird.
That
Very,
is
very
creepy.
Yeah, yeah. And we don't have any kids on either side of us.
Right.
So, like, we live in like a terrace house. So,
Yeah.
either side of us, there's like two old people either side. So, it's not like I hear the child from somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from. I don't know what. It's either. So it's either a ghost or I'm hearing voices. Either way, it's good. You know?
Both are, yeah, both are good for content. I agree
Right.
with that.
Yeah,
Hopefully
yeah,
you
yeah.
are going insane. That's creepy though. It's like the ghost is like mimicking people in your house.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. So
One day it's trying to replace you or somebody in your family.
yeah, could be. Well, no one was in the house a lot. It was just me on my own.
Yeah, but it's learning.
Oh, I know what you mean. Okay, it's
You know,
learning.
it's just practicing. It's gonna be like that. Maybe it's remember we talked about them before, the Irish fairies,
the changelings.
Changeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Maybe that's what it is.
Could be. Maybe there's a fairy in the house. Who knows?
Yeah. Also, as you'll note, Keith said that two old people live on either side of him. Me and Keith have really discussed waiting for them to die, and I will buy one of their heads. For the box.
Every single time it happens, like I go to text him, like, oh no, leave it, don't text him.
Exactly.
So this happened in the house, but I wasn't in the house. So
Ooh,
we
okay.
were driving home, me, my wife, my daughter.
Yeah.
And so we live in a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
And so we're driving down, and I usually drive to the end of the cul-de-sac and then turn around. So the next morning.
Your car is facing the exit.
Exactly. Yeah. So we were driving by, and my daughter, she was looking at our house. She's like, "There's our house." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And she's like, "There's someone in our house." I was like, "What?" And then we pulled around, we came back, she looked up like, there he is. I was like, where? I didn't see it. She's like, he's all dark. I was like,
Whoa.
and then she's like, oh, he's gone. I was like, what? It was so weird. And then like, because we'd been away for a couple of days. And then we came into the house and I was like, oh my God, is it like an intruder in the house?
Yeah.
But no, everyone's locked up, everyone's fine. But yeah, she's seen something in the
Oh,
house.
that is incredibly terrifying.
Isn't it? It was so weird. She's like, there he is. He's all dark. I was like, oh my God, that's fucking horrifying. I was like, no, there's no one in the house. I was like, I'm shitting myself.
Oh, do you know, is he like upstairs or?
Yeah, in my office
In your
window.
office?
In my office window, yeah. Because I usually have the blind up. So yeah.
Yeah.
Weird, man.
That is.
Oh, actually, that's where I keep the Ouija board.
Ooh, and it's just below the attic.
It is just below the attic. Yeah.
Damn. Okay, I'm not gonna work. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Keith, has your own spookster reappeared? The spookster of Dublin that haunts your house?
Yeah, man. Something spooky has happened in the house.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
because you haven't had any stories for me and the audience, like for about a couple of months now.
It has.
It was quiet.
It's been very quiet, and I think that's why it really took me off guard.
Okay.
So I was in the house on my own, and I was in my office.
In your office, which is above. So just for I just like to give people so they can visualize.
Okay.
Your house. Your office is above your front door.
Yes.
At the front of the house.
At the front of the house. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you're looking at the house, you can see my office.
Yeah.
So I was in my office. I just started work, so my computer, nothing was on. So
This was in the morning.
In the morning. I literally, my wife and my daughter, they'd left for work and crash, and I went into my office. Nothing was on yet, so like, there was no electronic devices, nothing. And I went to the office. I was just about to set it up, and very clearly, I heard it was a woman's voice whispering my name,
Wow.
and it was very clearly like Keith. And I checked my phone because I was like, oh, maybe I left my phone on. Like, you butt dial someone.
Yeah.
I was like, must have butt dialed my wife, and she was like, Keith, answer the phone. What are you doing?
Yeah.
No, my phone was fine. My laptop wasn't on. Nothing was on. Very clearly heard my name.
Wow.
And man, it caught me off guard. It was like, I was like, oh, that was weird.
Ooh.
It was spooky, but also because it was like first thing in the morning and it's a lot brighter out. It wasn't that spooky. But I felt if it had happened at like the middle of the night, 3 a.m. in the morning, it would really fucking freak me out.
Yeah.
But still very scary. It was weird. Yeah. So but that's
Back.
yeah. But we've heard a couple of voices in the house now.
Yeah, your wife heard you calling
She
her?
heard. Yeah. My wife thought she heard me calling her.
Yeah.
But it wasn't me, because she came up the stairs like, what do you want?
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't call you. She's like, you called my name. I was like, no. And yeah, she heard me from upstairs calling out her name, and she went up to investigate, and yeah, no one's calling her name. So yeah, we've heard a couple of.
It seems to be a lot on the second story because your daughter has seen something in your office when you're driving by. Told me
yes.
before.
Yeah,
and then when you were going up the stairs, she saw a being's feet.
Yes,
That
yeah.
disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck your eyes.
Weird. Yeah.
I don't like it. I mean, I do like it, but
Yeah.
it's scary.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool.
It is cool. It is pretty cool.
But yeah, so that's that was a bit spooky.
Yeah, that is with you. I don't care. What about the ghosts?
We did have a little weird thing in the house.
Everybody wants to know. You had a
okay.
weird experience.
Yeah, so when we left the house at around midday, and then we came back. We were only out for a little short while. We came back like about 2-3 hours later.
You just went out for like a walk?
Yeah, we just went out for a walk, just around the park, like. And when we were coming back in, I walked through our living room, and then something caught my eye, and we've 2 big framed pictures on the wall, and there were like 2 of them just perfectly angled away. But it was like so much so that it was noticeable. And I'd been in the house all day and nothing had changed with the paintings. And then we left and it came back. It was like weirdly just out of place, as if somebody purposely had moved the pictures on the wall. Really strange.
Yeah.
But but that's the only kind of weird thing.
Okay.
Might be grasping at straws there, but I thought it was.
Sounds kind of like you are.
I thought it was weird.
That is sort of creepy though. It's the kind of thing where, yeah, it's like, I want you to know that I've been here. Or was I?
Yeah.
Are they trying to drive you insane?
Could be. It's working.
I know. I'm actually starting to wonder that all of these ghostly experiences you've been claiming to have are just undiagnosed mental illness that that we do not know.
Just no podcast. Just at home.
Exactly. I don't even exist.
Just talk about the water cooler.
I feel like we should get you tested for schizophrenia at some point, but we'll leave that for another. That's another topic of the podcast.
That'd be actually great. That'd be a good movie. Like this whole time is actually you coming to my bedside each week.
I'm the doctor
to try to bring me back.
Yeah. Dr. Mike once again.
Ooh, what a twist.
Ooh, well, folks, is it true? You have to.
fun. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And the ghost is in residence in your house while you're gone.
Yeah. So
Ooh, you said that very excitedly.
I do actually have a little bit a story of the ghost.
Okay.
So and this only happened yesterday.
Oh, shit.
It was weird. So I was downstairs. It was late enough because I was reading a book about what we're going to be talking about today. So it was around like 11:30ish. So yeah, late-ish. And my wife was upstairs, and then I heard her like taking a phone call, which is weird at that time. That's late. But I could hear her was like, hello? Yeah. And like I couldn't hear the exact conversation, but you know the kind of like the melody of a phone call.
Yeah.
Like that sort of thing.
That's pretty accurate.
Thank you, yeah. So I couldn't make out what was being said, but she was definitely on the phone to someone. And
Okay.
then I went up like 5 minutes later, and I was like, I must ask her, who's calling her this time? That's late.
Yeah, who I demand to know.
Who is it? And she was fast asleep. She was
Wow.
dead. So I said to her the next day after work, I forgot about it, and then the next day I was like, who called you last night, by the way? She's like, no one called me. I was like, you're on the phone to someone. She's like, no. And we had a look at her phone, and
Yeah, you snooped around.
well, we both looked at the phone to see the call logs, and there was no calls at that time. And she was like, oh, maybe I was sleep talking. And I was like, no, because when she sleep talks,
Yeah.
she just talks shite. It's
Right.
just like, it's tired. Like,
Yeah,
$2? Get out of here.
Yeah.
You know,
Are you
that's
sure it
what-
wasn't a neighbor or car outside? Because
It
sometimes
was-
you have somebody talking on their car stereo speaker system, like taking a voice, hands-free call. It can be really, really loud. So sometimes that can be.
Yeah, it was definitely my wife speaking though.
Wow. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you recognize the voice like
Yeah, that was
wow.
the thing. Yeah, it was definitely her. And I was like 100% sure it was definitely her talking. But yeah, that was weird. But yeah, we've kind of had that before in the house where
Yeah.
I thought I heard her calling me and she thought I was calling her. Turned out neither of us were doing that. So I think someone mentioned before it's like a mimic in the house, a mimic ghost that's mimicking
Sounds
stuff.
like it.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Is Keith's house haunted, or is his mental illness getting worse?
Stronger, yeah.
You be the judge.
The carbon monoxide alarm did stop beeping after the batteries run out, so I don't know.
Yeah. Problem solved, really. You just take the batteries out. All right, well, for Mike's housekeeping, what horror movies? I know the folks at home, the fans are asking, Malibu Mike, where are you? Yeah, it's in the
I
air.
want to get back into sweater weather.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. I love it. So, Keith, what
Yeah.
happened to you?
So I do have a bit of a ghost story. This happened last week, actually. So I woke up in the middle of the night. It must have been about, say about 1:30, 2 around
The
that
Hour
time.
of the Wolf?
The hour of the witch. Ooh. So I woke up around 2 o'clock in the morning to my daughter calling out, which is not unusual because she still kind of wakes up multiple times during the night, just kind of shouting. But on this occasion, she woke up and it was like she was having a conversation nearly. Like she was talking to us. She was like, yeah, what do you want? What are you saying? And then eventually I kind of was like, what is she on about? So I went in, I was like, what? And she's like, you were calling me. I was like, no, I wasn't. And she's like, you were talking to me. You were calling. I was like, I wasn't. I was fast asleep. Remember I said before we've had like I've heard what I thought was my wife calling me, and then I
Yeah.
went upstairs and she was like, I didn't say shit.
Yeah.
And then my wife had same twice has heard me calling her. She's come upstairs and what do you want? Like I
Yeah.
haven't said anything. I've had my headphones in. Like
Wow.
And then my daughter now is hearing stuff as well.
Man.
She's hearing us calling out in the middle of the night, asking
Oh.
her. She was like, you were asking me to come out. I couldn't hear what.
Oh,
what
I
do you
don't
want?
like that. Asking her to like come out of her room or something. Oh, that's fucking creepy.
Yeah, it's like, she was like, you were saying come here. I was like, I wasn't saying shit.
That's really
But
creepy.
it was weird. Yeah,
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, it must be in a dream, but oh my god.
Oh yeah, I don't. By the way, we need to make a supercut, like a compilation of all of your ghost stories.
Yeah, it would actually be good to kind of go back and kind of. It's actually
Yeah.
this podcast's great. It's kind of my own little diary for what's happening.
Yeah.
For my inevitable demise.
Yeah,
of
well,
the ghost
there,
in my house.
there you go, folks. Anybody listening, any listeners want to put that together, please do. And we can track it till the ghost eventually murders Keith in some kind of horrifying fashion.
Right, but what a story!
I know. The movie, folks, is going to be good. Oh, and speaking of movie, Keith.
Yes.
Annie, you know, we're balls deep in fall, in autumn right now.
Yep.
What's been going on with your ghostly tales of whatever's been going on in your house and whatnot? Have you got any good stories for us?
I do have a story.
You do?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay.
weird. So we got a new painting in the house,
Okay.
and
What's it up?
so I'll tell you after.
Oh,
because
what the fuck?
no. So basically, I'll tell you.
You're
what happened
leaving
first.
the listeners on edge.
I'll tell you what happened first because what the painting is of is weird. So we had to paint it up, I hung it up, and all was fine. So we left the house then, and it was up for like a couple of weeks. And then we left the house for the day. We came back a couple of hours later, and we opened the front door, and this painting was just smashed down on the ground, like face down, glass everywhere. It was in bits. The hook was still up on the wall, so the painting it was on the ground, which is weird. Don't know how it got there. But the painting, so we got this painting from my wife's parents.
Yeah.
It had been up in their attic for 30 odd years.
Ooh,
so a
you
long
got
time.
some Dorian Gray shit going on here.
So they got the painting when they were traveling around. They went to the States
Ah.
and they bought it off a Native American, and it was from like a Native American tribe they got it from.
Okay.
So that's where they got the painting from.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. So it's a cool painting, really, really cool. But apparently
You think you've angered the
doesn't sit right in my house.
spirits?
Yeah, it could do. That's what I was thinking. It's like maybe
Ooh.
the spirit of the painting doesn't agree with the spirit of my house.
Damn.
It's trying to get out.
Shit.
Yeah, jumping off hooks,
What
smashing
is
on the ground.
painting of?
It's of a Native American, but it's done really cool. It's like, I think the medium they use, they did it with like imprints of like a snowy leaf. on
Okay,
it, which is
cool.
cool. So it's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
like this, like it's an imprint of a snowy leaf, and then there's like a Native American drawn over it. I guess it's cool. It's really cool. I'll show you a picture
Okay,
after.
but he's not happy.
I guess it's currently in a black bag under the
Even
stairs.
less happy now.
Yeah, but that's more so with the glass.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah. So I'll try to get up again, and I'll see if
What? How did it fall? Did the wire you have on the back that you hang onto the hook?
that was still there. So it
Wait,
was.
what?
We had
So you don't know how it fell off the wall. Like the hook is still placed on the wall.
It was
the
a
wire is still placed
yeah.
in the back of the painting.
like it was a normal hook. I guess it might have been a bit small, but it was still a hook. Like something would need to knock it off.
To like probably lift up the wire
Yeah.
on the back of the painting.
Yeah, for it to fall out. Yeah, so we obviously weren't in the house. There was no windows open, so there was no breeze. No one's walking by it and brushing off and knocked it off.
Man.
I think if someone's running around the house and it came off, like that makes sense.
Yeah.
Someone knocked it off the hook. But yeah, weird.
Maybe you've got the ghost really is not a fan of your
Doesn't like-
artistic choices, I
Yeah,
guess.
doesn't like my taste in art.
Or just really doesn't like Native Americans. Who knows? Maybe you're haunted by General Custer. Who knows?
God, racist in the house. Okay, I have a ghost story for you.
Okay,
It's good.
No,
It's-
Keith, we're keeping all this.
Okay.
Don't worry.
It's been a while, and I've been keeping it under my hat for a long time.
Keith, you haven't been on a podcast in like 3 weeks,
About
so
3 weeks now, yeah.
people want to hear the story.
And
They
the-
want to. That's the thing they miss the most.
Yeah,
Keith's
yeah.
horror stories.
And this happened like 2 weeks ago, and I've been dying to fucking tell you.
You literally didn't. Keith only told me that he had a ghost story like
Yeah.
yesterday or 2
Yeah,
days
yeah,
ago with a big shit-eating grin.
It's a good one. It's a good
Okay,
one. Okay, it's an interesting one.
By
So-
the way, just to reiterate,
Yeah.
the ghost does appear more in wintertime.
does, yeah.
We're in the depths of winter, folks. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
This episode is going live the week of Christmas.
Could be the ghost of Christmas past, Christmas future, Christmas present.
Oh,
Who knows?
Fuck. Which
So
one's worse?
Definitely the present sucks.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, the future is not looking bright, my friend.
past is done. That's gone.
Yeah, let's write the good one. It's a 90s ghost. They're cool.
It'll come back. Yeah, so with this one, so I was my wife and my daughter, they were coming home. I was up having a shower, and I didn't hear them come home. Jumped out of the shower, heard them downstairs, so I came downstairs and was talking to my daughter. And she was like, "Why didn't you open the door?" And I was like, "Oh, I was up in the shower, so I didn't hear you." And she's like, "No, you came down the stairs." It's like, No, I was in the shower." So what happened was, my wife drove home. My daughter, she got out of the car and she ran up to the front door. And we've like a frosted glass in the front door.
Yeah.
So my wife was still locking up the car. My daughter was at the front door. And she was like, "I seen you coming down the stairs.
Oh.
And you went off. Why didn't you open the door?" And I was like, no, I was in the shower. I was like, "What was I wearing?" It's like, "You were wearing your white hoodie." I was like, "No, I don't own a white hoodie."
Whoa.
How weird is that?
That is freaky. I don't
It's
like
strange,
that at
isn't it?
all.
Yeah, really weird.
Full-bodied children.
Goosebumps.
Ooh.
Well, they're small.
Yeah.
They're there though.
They're there, though, I swear.
But weird.
That is
Yeah.
pretty freaky.
It was creepy.
So
yeah.
was it like a ghost, like a white floating sheet you think she saw? Or
Well, yeah, the way she described it was obviously like the build of me, I guess, or like a human, like a man build.
4 foot
But-
tall, body like a woman.
Yeah, very grey skin. I am a ghost. And yeah, just like a white hoodie. Well, she said a white hoodie, so I guess like the classic ghost look. You know,
Wow,
the sheet, yeah.
that's really creepy though.
Really weird. Yeah, that was
Oh.
straight. It was a weird one. And as soon as you said it, I was like, "Oh my God, that's terrifying," but also content. So that's awesome.
It also means that you were in the shower naked and there was a ghost in the Maybe the ghost was
Peeking
like peeking in at
yeah.
you.
Oh, it's a ghost of Christmas pervert.
Just staring at your ding dong. That's creepy as all hell.
Put on a show.
All right, yeah. So, well, yeah. So you.
Not much. A little bit of a spooky tale for you if you're interested. So
Yeah, is
it's
this
kind of-
related to your haunted house, which
It is.
myself and the listeners
Yeah.
grown very fond of indeed. So, you've been having lots of weird stuff. I feel like we should do. Somebody should go out there and just chop up all of your stories.
'cause we're not gonna
from
do
your, Yeah, I can't remember. So, any listeners out there who wants to go through every single episode of the That Chapter podcast, find Keith's stories about what's going on in his house and put it into a supercut.
Yeah, gotta
that'd
be
be great.
confirmation. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you a That Chapter hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've had you moths flying into your mouth, your daughter seeing strange figures,
Seen the blood on the wall.
blood on the wall, you and your wife both hearing people call your name.
And my daughter. And this is another story of my daughter hearing names.
Ooh.
So it's happening frequently enough now. So my office is right beside my daughter's room, and for the last 2 weeks now, she's been getting up, like, because I work late on the pod. So it happens around like 12, 1 o'clock at night. She wakes up and she's like, "What are you saying? What?" And like, I don't, like, there's no noises. It's so quiet. And she wakes up convinced that I'm calling her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Whoa.
I'll have to go into her, and she's wide awake, and she's like, "You were calling me." I was like, "I wasn't calling you." She was like, "You were calling me. You were telling me to come out. You were telling me to come out and play." I was like, "No, I wasn't."
Come out and play?
Yeah, I was like, no, like, don't go anywhere, don't go
Yeah,
anywhere.
that's not good.
It's weird, yeah. So
That is creepy.
It's happened frequently now, so
Okay.
yeah. Cut that out, Ghost.
I
Cut that out.
remember from what the stories you told last winter is that the activity, your paranormal activity, usually peaks in the darker months.
It does. It seems to ramp up. Yeah, and I don't know if that's just maybe a psychological thing where I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's dark and spooky.
Ooh. Well, I mean, like, we're fast approaching Christmas, so like it is the darkest time of the year.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
So
it's more shadows for the ghosts to play in, I guess.
spooking around.
Yeah, but I'll keep you updated if there's any more shout outs from the ghost.
We should get him on the pod.
Get him on the pod.
Another
yeah.
guest.
See what he has to say for himself.
Yeah, exactly. All right. And another bit of housekeeping now that you've told yours is Mike's movie reviews, Malibu Mike's movie reviews. I've got 2 for you today.
Okay.
I watched The Long Walk,
Okay.
which I'm sure a lot of you